Donald Trump is a billionaire, I guess, and he is begging for money in a dark room with terrible lighting, looking as dark orange as we have ever seen this guy. Donald Trump, on the eve of his arraignment and arrest and surrender and fingerprinting and mugshot, recorded a video in a very dark room where he is issuing another plea for cash. He says he needs you to contribute. Now, I have to say, it's not really clear what you're contributing to. Are you contributing to Trump's campaign? Are you contributing to Trump's legal defense fund? What is he asking you for money for doing? The darkest we have seen Trump, literally and figuratively.
If you're doing well because all of the things that I've done have brought you wealth and prosperity, or at least you're extremely comfortable, it would be really great if you could contribute to our campaign. You know how to do it.
So it's a campaign contribution he wants.
No president in the history of our country has been subjected to such vicious and disgusting attacks.
Really?
But they only attack me because I fight for you. It's very simple. They can't buy me and they can't control me, and that scares them beyond belief.
Doesn't really make sense when you look at the polling, but okay.
Since the very beginning, I've shunned the globalist special interest donors who have made a fortune off of destroying our country. Instead, our presidential campaign has always been funded by grassroots patriots like you. Your contribution today will show the left that nothing can destroy the greatest political movement in history.
Yeah. So there are people donating to Trump. We looked at some of that fundraising data, and indeed, Trump raised a pretty penny after the indictment was announced. But isn't he a billionaire? Like, why does Trump need to raise money? Why does a multi-billionaire need people's money? It doesn't really make sense unless you understand that Trump sees his followers as marks in an ongoing con. Now, the fact that Trump is raising money off of this doesn't necessarily mean that it's good or bad for Trump. As I've said before, it does seem that Trump's followers are being energized by the indictment. And indeed, the indictment might help Trump in the 2024 Republican primary. I don't see how the indictment gets Trump even a single vote in a general election. The very same chaotic surroundings that followed Trump everywhere, which hurt him in 2020, are going to hurt him in 2024, and an indictment is absolutely chaotic. Now, Trump is trying to fundraise off of this. There's a good, nice, concise CNBC article. Trump campaign uses newly restored Facebook page to fundraise off of the indictment. They have the official election defense fund with $1,000 match, which of course we never know if it's real or if it's not. The copy was as follows: the radical left, the enemy of the hardworking men and women of this country, have indicted me in a disgusting witch hunt. Please make a contribution of $47 or more by 11:59 p.m. to help defend our movement from the never-ending witch hunts during these dark times, and we'll send you your very own I Stand with President Trump t-shirt for free, which, as we know, that could become a collectible item. I wish I had stocked up on the Trump knives, by the way, before he was indicted. I'm sure they've just skyrocketed in value. So realistically, the grift simply continues. This has been a grift for a very long time, and it's not going to stop with the indictment. If Trump somehow ended up in jail, which is not going to happen, I think the grift would continue from there. And we are going to be watching the next 48 hours very, very closely. Is there a gag order? Does the fundraising continue? Do Trump's protesters actually come out and seem even remotely interested in defending him? Or is it just a couple dozen people at Mar-a-Lago? All of it will be live on our YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And it is going to be quite a couple of days.